Yes, I can hear you, ma'am.
Great. Okay. So we're going to do an audit of your LinkedIn profile before Rafat comes on board, comes on live. So can you show up? Can you share your screen and show your LinkedIn profile so we can walk through it?
Okay. Should I present?
Yes, please.
You- Should I present my screen?
Yes, please. Present your screen. Present your screen. Open your LinkedIn and present that particular tab on your screen.
Okay.
That's your LinkedIn. Yeah.
Share screen. Share screen. Should I
Um.
share my entire screen?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm seeing a question here. And while Gamu is getting that sorted, please can the technical team allow me see my slides again? Please present. Put my slides. Gamu, when you present, it's not going to be seen yet, but the admin team is going to get it. So they will show us when it's ready. Admin team, can you see Gamo's screen? Please maybe send a private chat to me and tell me if you can see Gamo's screen and it's her LinkedIn that's there. Great. So Gamu is ready. So move Gamu out first and then show my slide. There's something I want to say because I've just seen a question and I realized that I skipped through a very, very important slide. Please show my slides. Good. Now I want to say some things. I know in Cyber Girls, we basically really make you pick a niche within cybersecurity and then focus on it. There's a reason we are doing that, which is that okay, you get some value out of the door that you can be enough, within 8 months of the training to be able to provide value to employers and to stand out. However, life can happen. Life happens, especially for new entrants or people looking to enter into the industry. What do I mean by life happens? You may want to be a pen tester, but you may not get a pen testing opportunity. You may get a generic role, you may get a cybersecurity analyst role, you may get an IT support or technical support role. Please take those roles. And so, because I want to open up your mind to that, because you need the experience and then you can pivot. Because also sometimes, um, when these opportunities come, they can come as though they don't have a security component in it. But in doing the work, you find out that there's a security component in it. Gamu, you're very, very loved. My God, you know, you can find out that there is a security component in it, right? So in that security component, you now begin to grow yourself, and maybe even in that organization, you can then begin to pivot to the core security team. So I'm saying this to say, don't be so stuck up on, oh, I'm just in DFR, um, just critical infrastructure security. So there's nothing else that concerns me. And then there are also people, why I'm making this slide as well, it's for people that want to identify generally first before they're identifying any core area. So this slide is to encourage you. If you just want to be a cybersecurity analyst and you want to just apply to all sorts of roles from that analyst perspective, then please, these are some examples of your LinkedIn headlines that are basically generic in a way, and then you can actually fashion into other things. So please, I just want to make mention of that. Please take me off and let's go to Gamu. Gamu, I want to get to know you more because there's so much that's been said about you. You're very supportive. You're active. I really want to know Gamo. And funny thing is, I didn't know you as a person until today, and I'm very pleased to know you because you represent the community spirit that we really want to see in Cyber Girls, where we are together. Okay, so I like your profile, and we're going to start off from there. First key thing I want to say is I like Gamu's name being written. Gamu's name is written at the top. She and in her header. When did you get this done, Gamu?
I got it done after your session, the first session you gave us, after the first master class.
I love it. I love it for you. I love it. See, these are people when people hear things and they do it. You see how it looks. It's beautiful. Can you tell them the tool that you use to do this? Because I don't want to be all talking as though I don't have smart girls. There are very smart girls here that have already done it. So what tool did you use? I can guess, but I want you to talk.
The background one, I don't know what you call it, but I used
Canva.
Canvas. Yeah.
Good.
And then the
Go ahead.
profile, I got a sister who actually DM'd me, Kate. She's here. She said, I see that you made some changes. How about you also change your profile? Then she assisted me with that. So thank you so much for that.
Great. So thank you so much, Kate. And you see what she did there? She did not take all the praise, for herself. She's like, oh, this is the sister that helped me. That's very good commander's spirit. So yeah, very nice. So I really liked your header. You most likely are going to update that header very soon, maybe in the next 3 or 4 months. So pace yourself. It's totally fine how you've started off really strongly. And this is also, I'm saying this because I saw someone who said, oh, because I don't yet have this all figured out, I don't have the path I've picked. So can I wait till after I have the path? Please start practicing. There's nothing wrong with changing these things and moving things around every 2 weeks, right? So it's very, very important that you do take some action. So you set yourself up to continue on this track. So another key thing I want to mention is that Gamu has a path that she's interested in, which is the stock analyst. So she has put stock analyst trainee. I would maybe in the next 2 months require you to drop that word trainee, okay? And just put stock
Yes.
analyst. Good. You could also, from all what you've said today in terms of the headlines, can you suggest how you can better make this headline, serve you better? Can you think of a way to improve this headline? The headline being this section that starts with SOC and ends with contributor. From what we have shared today, are there ways that you think you can change that and make it better?
Yes, ma.
Tell me.
I'm gonna add, for instance, I know how to do endpoint security. I know how to use Wireshark. I know how to do networking, and is a cyber threat intelligence or cyber threat hunt. I'm not sure of
Mhm.
those, but I can add those on my bar. Is it the
Okay.
career bar?
Yes. Yes. Okay. So that's great. You can add those, but please keep your IC2 CC. You can take off
Mhm.
your cybersecurity analyst or switch your cybersecurity analyst for the SOC analyst in front. Okay. And then remember, we said something about why. I like that. Please have it open. Good. I like that you're doing that. Have it open so we can do it together. So if, for example, you're fashioning this towards SOC analyst, I would say you can start off with that keyword first from a SOC analyst, and then you can choose one of the headlines we spoke about and have it there. So I suggested things like, give me a second, let me pull that up from my slides. Don't know if you were taking notes. I suggested things like mitigating risk and strengthening cybersecurity as a Y section. You can have that, or you can have identifying and neutralizing security threats. Please use that. Identifying and neutralizing security threats.
Should I write it as a sentence, or should I
Write it
write
as
it
a
the way you're
sentence.
saying it?
Yes, as I'm
Okay.
saying. Yeah.
Identifying risk and
Identifying and neutralizing security threats. And neutralizing security threats. Okay, so security threats. Okay, you may need to come and fix some errors because identifying there's a space. Okay, yeah. So fix those little errors.
identity. My mind just went blank. Identifying
Fine.
and neutralizing security threats. I'm gonna fix
Mhm.
it.
That's fine. Please leave your open source contributor, but give a space between it. So open source and then space contributor. No, open source, then space between open source and contributor. Yeah. Give a space. Then now at the end, add tools. Add some tools that you know how to use. Space, Wireshark.
But at Ubuntu, they're all part of the Kali Linux, of the Kali distro.
Yeah, you can add that. You can add Ubuntu. Chukudi is very funny. Okay. So is there any other tool that you've I
Packet
think you use the
tracer.
packet tracer, exactly.
Trace.
Cisco packet tracer. Because sometimes the vendor name does help you. Cisco packet tracer.
Oh, not like that.
Martha said she didn't even put training, she just put GRC analyst. And I agree with you, Martha. It's fine. So while she's doing that, I want to also encourage you all. What we give you in your preliminary training, right? This portion before you're confirmed on the program is very, very important because it allows you to switch to any field within cyber. So don't be stuck up, for example, right? You can be given one path, but you know that because the foundation has been set for you. What we're doing with the preliminary track is we are setting the foundation for you. You can switch to any part of cybersecurity that you want. Okay, so and for example, that allows you that flexibility. That the reason we are doing that is to allow you the flexibility. So always put a space between yeah, good. Put a space yeah, so that put a space analyst and a slash. Good. Great. So this looks great. It has a lot of keywords that you need and then would help you get found. You can, if you want, I don't know which one you prefer between what you have now and something along the lines of defending. What am I even going to say now? Hold on. I think I saw it somewhere. Something that really described what I was trying to say. Defending organization from cyber attacks. Defending organization from cyber attacks or identifying and neutralizing security threats. Which one do you like more? No, don't write yet. I was asking which one do you like more? Do you like identifying and neutralizing security threats? Or you like defending organizations from cyber attacks?
Defending.
Okay, so you can say defending organizations. So change this identifying. Now, let's change it. Identifying, sorry, what did I say? Defending organizations from cyber attacks through the Security Operations Center.
Defending organizations.
From cyber attacks. Yeah. From cyber attacks through Security Operations Center Excellence. Oh, we have reached the maximum. We have reached the maximum. We have reached the maximum. Just hold on. I think we've reached the maximum. So defending organizations from cyber attacks. Remove that other. Just remove that. Good. The SOC in the beginning is going to serve us. So we are good now. So this is great. Maybe let's also see what AI suggestion looks like. You can copy that so that you don't miss it. Copy or copy.
I need to pay.
Oh, don't worry then. I put the Ina Divine. I put for every track. Please, I said what it was for every track. Let's go on. Scroll up. You can save that first so that we don't lose it. Save that. So immediately, you see, you're looking at yourself. Hasn't your profile improved? It has grossly improved and is more representative of who you are. Now let's go to the about section. So your about section, okay, says with a solid foundation in networking. I like that. Endpoint security. I bring the technical skills required needed to effectively monitor. I love that. My familiarity with ISC2 standards ensures that ISC2 standard. Nah, ISC2 is not a It's not a, would I say, it's not a standard organization. You get, so maybe you want to take that off. Okay. I'm passionate about continuous learning and constantly seek opportunities to expand my knowledge in the ever-evolving field of cybersecurity. With a formal education, I love that. Do you have any place where people can see your work, like a portfolio? Because that could be something that you could also do.
I used to use a GitHub account.
Fantastic. So what you can say, if you have a GitHub, you can say, through when you say hands-on experience, you can put in bracket and put your GitHub repo. Do you understand? You can put in bracket and put the link to your GitHub repo. I'm committed to
Can I
staying.
put?
Please remove that. Yeah, remove that last line because you've already said you're passionate about constant learning. So I am committed to that. I'm committed to go take it off. Now because you're going to possibly speak about, I want you to dwell more into the technical part, okay, in your about section. So I want you to go to tools, list tools that you can use.
Should I do it here or at the bottom?
Just after, okay, take that I'm passionate and put it as your second to the last paragraph. Remove the a natural team player, creativity, remove that or fuse it into that what's it called again? Merge it to.
Should I merge this one with this one?
My creativity allows me to think outside the box. So that is a lot of pros, right? Okay, let me tell you what I want you to do. All right, I can suggest you can go on and work on something else. That paragraph I'm passionate about, move it to your second to your last paragraph. Delete in the whole paragraph that says a natural team player. I'm going to give you other keywords to use. Delete that entire paragraph. Or you can ask AI to make that entire paragraph to be one sentence. Okay.
It's gonna require payment as well.
Okay, no, just do it on ChatGPT is what I mean. So give me a second. I'm gonna help with that. I'm gonna say make this into one concise and short sentence. So I'm sending that to you, and I'm gonna say what he said to me.
Okay.
Because you want to don't so what I'm correcting here, which everyone should know, is that the temptation as a woman to dwell too much on your human skills, that it takes away from the fact that you're very technical as well. Please don't make that mistake, which is what we're learning now from Gamu's account. Okay, so Gamu,
Where should I copy it, ma'am?
no, I haven't sent it to you yet. I was
Okay.
saying work on the tools. Just put the tools you know how to use. Say I am skilled or I'm experienced. Please, that's the keyword to use. I'm experienced in using XYZ tools. Or you can say areas of expertise. No, make them as bullet points. I don't know how you can do that. Space. No, like next line. Good. So if, for example, you can group the tools. So for example, I'm experienced in using for open or operating systems. You can list the operating systems on the same line. You get operating
I
systems such as, and you put Ubuntu, put Windows Server, do you get what I mean? Put Linux, but they should be on the same line. We're talking about network tools, for example. You can list network tools that you know how to use. Okay, so they should be in one line. When you get to the point where you're learning about, because you've not gotten there yet, learning about SIM tools, you list the SIM tools on the same line. Do you get what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Can I ask, is Wireshark also network tools or?
I mean, that's a tool that generally helps you with quite a lot of activity. So find one word that helps you describe Wireshark, and then maybe have it as the Nmap as Wireshark as an example of that. You get what I mean?
Mhm. And packet tracer is it also network tools, right?
Yes, yes, it is.
Should they be in bullet point or should it just be straight
No,
line?
like this straight line. So, but you have to take out Kali Linux because sorry, you have to take out the network tools. So, give me a second. Network tools. The first examples you mentioned are operating systems. So, except you want to change that to operating systems later on.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm trying to say is make a new line. There's supposed to be at least 2 lines. No, leave the I am experienced. Leave the I am experienced.
Okay.
Don't Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z.
Control Z. Control Z.
Oh,
Oh, it's already removed.
yeah, it's already. Anyway, go on. So what I was saying is, um, operating systems, one line. I'm experienced in using operating systems. Operating systems will now have Ubuntu and the rest. No, no, no. Okay, great. You're
Mm.
good.
Is it
Colon,
one line? Yeah.
colon, yeah, colon.
Colon.
Mm-hmm. Guys, as we are doing this, um use the opportunity to maybe be doing yours as well. Okay, so we can make the best out of this opportunity. Network analysis tools, mention the two of them. Okay, when it comes to operating system, mention the operating systems. Don't get it twisted. Okay.
Mm. So are they one thing?
No, so they are supposed to be on the same line, but you need to. Okay, you know what? Simple. Let's do it simply. Network tools. You're not supposed to have Kali Linux and Ubuntu there. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Copy.
Okay.
Don't delete it. Copy it. Good. Now put a new line for your operating systems. Cut it. Put a new line for um operating systems, and that's where those sit.
Can I just try packet
A new line. Okay, go ahead.
operating Is this fine, ma?
Yes. So are there other
Oh, and
groupings like
Windows.
that? Those are the groupings that I want to see.
Should I remove this space here?
Yes, please. Because you've already written, remove all of that. Good. Are there other tools you know how to use?
I can't say I know how to use CIEM, SIM. Is it SIM? Yeah.
SIM, yeah, SIM. Is there any SIM tool you know at all, anything about?
I just know a little bit, not
Okay,
much.
that's fine. So put um security information event management and put in brackets SIM.
Should I put it on the operating systems?
Yes, under, yes, yes.
Under
Yes, yes. It can be under. Or anywhere else you want it. Yeah, under them.
security, you said it's security operating systems.
Security information event management. Security information event management. Oh, Christabel, thank you so much. I didn't even see your message, but I just said that on the live. This is a working call. This is a working call so that you don't have any excuse. Okay, while we're doing this, please do that. Do yours as well. Please add an S to the systems, operating systems.
Operating systems.
Good. Then remove the Nmap and Wireshark that is up there, or move them to the right place. Move the Wireshark and Nmap to the right place. Cut. Control X.
Should they be on the
No, no.
experience then?
Yes, they of course they will be under, but you need to. Are you putting them under network tools? If you are, just paste them under network tools. I want a nice grouping to happen there. Comma. Put comma after Cisco packet tracer. Put a comma there. After the tracer, after tracer, put a comma. Good.
Comma.
Yeah, and then paste. Control V. Good. Now move it to one line. Good. Good.
Is
Remove the
this
space.
fine?
This is fine. So, is there any other tool you know how to use, or any other skill you've gained during the Cyber Girls program that's a technical skill that helps you towards your SOC role? You mentioned endpoint security.
Yes,
I can't
ma'am.
see. I can't see it anywhere there. Is there any
Should I
tool
put
you've
it
learned?
on the endpoint we used? Is it crypto? No, it's the name is that is it? I forgot the name, but it's something Jeffrey or something start with a J. It's where you
Okay, so
do. Oh, I know how
once you
to
remember,
use hashing values.
okay, so put it there. Put it somewhere. What tool do you use for hashing values?
Is it?
Because this is
What
the
is the
tools and
one?
technology section. Then you can add standards. So for some of you, a lot of you can add standards. So for example, have you guys learned about ITIL?
I don't
Has
think
any one of you
so.
learned about ITIL? So I think the tool you've been taught should be something about JCrypto. JCrypto, is that the
Yes,
tool? Okay, so
yes,
put it
yes.
there.
J. Two. It's written like
Ah,
this, right?
yeah, so you need to, yes, I think, no, yeah, I think that's the spelling. But you need to also add standards. So ITIL 4 is something that you should have learned by now, except you're not up to speed.
I don't remember doing ITIL, or maybe we did. Standard.
Yeah,
Should I add ITIL?
yes, ITIL 4. Or am I the one? Am I the one who has missed it? Maybe you guys haven't gotten there yet. No, but some people are saying yes, you have. So maybe you're. Is it this week's work? Because you actually should have gotten there.
ITIL.
Please, admin team, can you help me tell me where you are now in terms of this week's work? Anyway, so I want you to keep increasing this.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want you to also put a section for the kind of opportunities you're looking out for. Please put ITIL V4. The V
I.
should be in lowercase, but every other thing should be uppercase.
Oh yes, we
V.
did. I remember.
Mhm.
It was the video ITIL 4.
Good.
Is it ITIL V4 or is
Yeah.
it like this, ma?
Yeah, I think so. Then for your IC2, did you learn standards? Because I don't know what is in CC. I don't have that set. Um, in your CC course, did you learn about certain major concepts? Like what were the major overarching concepts from you know what? Let me check. Learning outcomes, learning outcomes for certified in cybersecurity. For ISC2, this is exactly how to put this because when you have gone through a program, they're learning outcomes. Get the learning outcomes. Okay. Aha. So their domains. the domains. What are the names of the domains that you get in CC? So you can then say, put a space and now say, I understand, I have knowledge of the following domains. I have knowledge. I have deep knowledge of the following domains and concepts and security concepts. I have deep knowledge. I have deep knowledge of the following domains and security concepts. Of the following domains and security concepts.
Can you please come again?
I have deep knowledge of the following domains and security, no, of the following security concepts. Security concepts. The 5 key domains in that, in terms of this thing, just put colon after, put colon or semicolon. Put semicolon. Good. I'm going to mention, Anna, please, I need to make a mention of what you're just saying now. Thank you so much, ladies. I like the kind of activity going on. Utibe, I also want to highlight something you just said. So, in the key domains for CC, you have security principles, you have business continuity and disaster recovery. I wish I could just paste this thing so you can just copy so you can be faster for us.
Should I wait for you to send it on the chat, Ma?
Team, please help me. I'm going to put it on Slack. I'm going to put it on Slack. Let me see whether I can send it to you directly on Slack. Give me a second. Slack.
Okay.
Slack.
Security.
I want this to be as Rafa, please, we are coming to yours, so please be on standby. While I'm getting that out, Anna said something around. Okay, so I will need to send to the team because I don't think I can access. I can't see other on my phone. I can't see the other. I can't see your channel. So I'm going to look for Christabel. Christabel, can you quickly just help me? Or Precious. Precious is the one managing the session. Precious, I've just sent you something on Slack. Copy it and send it to Gamu. Gamu, do you want us to send it to you on Slack or on the chats? On the chats, please put it on the chat, please, really quickly. So Utube is saying something here. Let me see what she said. I think it was very profound. Where is it? Utube and have I missed? Okay, so we did quite a lot of BCP, disaster recovery. Good. So you put them there. Okay, so I'm going to read it out. No, you're going to see it. You're going to put it there so you have it there. Okay, have you seen it or you're just typing from your mind? And that's great as well. Gamu, you're typing from...
Yes, ma'am. I'm looking at my certification.
Okay, great. So we've put it on the chat as well, so everybody can see. And then Anna said my personal project was based on the NIST CSF 2.0 framework. Yes, you can also definitely add that. That's what I'm saying about projects. See, anybody that is not maximized. See, let me tell you, the way Cyber Girls was designed, I'm telling you, even me, I'm always in awe because your experiences as individuals in the programs can be different. And if you now maximize all of it, the full picture comes together nicely. So, for example, your project now being something in 2.0 NIST framework, please apply it. Put it on your what's it called again? Put it on your LinkedIn, like we have just shown how to do it. Put it, mention it in your about, okay? In terms of the framework, if they are free, you can have a framework section and list them. Utibe was even mentioning different frameworks. Utibe was mentioning GDPR, HIPAA. Put them, those are frameworks and standards. Put a line in your LinkedIn, frameworks and standards, you list them, okay?
Ma, can you also add something?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I did a project on privilege access and also a recent project about operating Windows operating system. Where can I add the privilege access project?
Okay.
That I did.
I was just coming to that now, but before we get to that, I'll answer your question now so that we can, you don't forget it. But put it in your featured section and in your project section. I'm going to talk about that very soon. So I don't think I want to talk about that with you. I want to do that with Rafa since we've done a lot of work on your profile. Okay. So what you're going to do for me next, before we close out with you, because I need to run now, is put a section, a paragraph that talks about the kind of opportunities you're looking for and where you're looking for them. So, good. I am currently seeking opportunities in security operations centers. I'm currently seeking opportunities as a seasoned SOC analyst. As a seasoned SOC analyst, don't scatter everything or go to the beginning. Don't delete everything. Just keep. Don't delete. Don't delete. Go to the beginning. Like just keep. Go to the beginning. Don't delete. Oh. So you can start as a seasoned. No. The sentence starts with as a seasoned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I a new sentence, right? Like this.
No. The beginning of that sentence you were writing. As a seasoned SOC analyst, I am currently seeking. Don't delete at the
Oh,
beginning.
okay. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yes.
As a I'm currently seeking opportunity.
Then talk where you're seeking opportunities in. Rafa, are you on standby? Thank you
Will I
so
be
much.
too ambitious to
No, go ahead. Tell me.
Ma? Will I be too ambitious if I say blue team already? Or I'm still far from it.
Why is there a problem with you being ambitious? Put it. You can put in blue teams of multinationals, FMCG companies. If, for example, that's what you want, mention them, the kind of, because the various opportunities you want to be looking at, right? But we need to run out. So yeah, so we can stop here at multinationals, and then you can go ahead and continue including more on that. Okay. I also
So,
want you to put a bit around what you've done before, because I saw something around open source projects you've contributed to. Open source
yes, I
project
did.
contributor. Good.
Yes.
Go to the beginning of your profile. Go to the beginning of this about. Remove. Sorry, hold on. Remove this line. Remove this space. This space. I don't want to see it. This space between multinationals. Reduce it. I just want one space alone. No. Just do back. Okay, blue team. Okay, go ahead. But please remove it. We need to run now. We need to run really fast. Remove that space between multinationals, and I'm excited. I just only want one line between them. Be fast. Be fast. Good. Now go to the top of your profile. We need to run. Good.
Desktop.
Yes. As a dedicated, please remove that enthusiastic. We don't have space for too much words. As a dedicated. Remove it quickly. A good space. Good. You also want to mention that your background. So, what kind of projects were you? Were you? No. Hold on. Tell me, so I'll face it really quickly for you. We don't have a lot of time.
Uh, I
What kind
did
of projects were you?
sustainability.
No. What kind of
Um,
projects were you? Were you? Was it a
contributing
technical
to.
thing? Yeah. What kind of projects were you contributing to? Technically, what were you doing?
We did sustainability project whereby it's a app where it helps people with SDG 2, which is poverty and zero hunger.
Okay, that's fine. What tools did you use? What sort of technology were you contributing to?
We used back end and front end. We
Okay,
used
so
what is it?
okay,
Django
so
and
okay. I have experience, or rather, I have previously contributed to life-changing projects. I've previously contributed my technical skills to life-changing open source projects using XYZ technologies. I have previously contributed my technical skills in life-changing open source projects, in life-changing open source projects. In life-changing open source projects using technologies such as Django, name them. Well, we need to run now. So the only thing I'm going to say to you before I let you off my life is finish up this off and make sure that you add your top skills. See this portion where you say top skills. Add 5 top skills that are very distinct that will make sure that you find, again, when we finish this thing, make sure you go back and look for a SOC role, like I mentioned, and pick up keywords and enrich this. And see also the strongest 5 keywords that you can add to the skill section here that you already have. I would advise right now that you keep it to be towards 3 to 4. Okay, you will find you add more later on, and one of them must be SIEM. SIEM. Okay, security, or rather, you can spell the full thing, but go and research incident response or the kind of role you're looking for and pick those keywords from there and put them here. Thank you so much. And make sure that you also have a featured section. Yeah, make sure you also have a featured section. We're going to deal with that with Rafat. Please, let's go on.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Gamo. So let's bring on Rafat really quickly. Okay, Rafat, are you ready now? I can't hear you still. Please stop that out. We're going to answer questions really quickly. But our focus for you would be your experience section and your featured section, so that I can show the ladies how you get to do that. So I'm going to answer questions now. What if you're unsure of the field you want to start out with, and you already start recognizing as one that can you always change your direction? Yes, you can. You can change your direction. That's from Moyosore. Hamid that's also asking, what if we haven't started working with our tools yet, e.g. GRC? Can we skip till we start? Don't skip till you start. Clearly, we have just seen, if you've done 60, you have started your GRC journey. Please, if that's why we actually put that course there. If you've done CC, which I think you should all have done, ISC2 certified in cyber, you've definitely started, you already started having the tools to understand basically GRC. So please, that's not an excuse I want to take. Start now. Is there any limit to the profile summary which you perhaps recommend a specific number of words? Again, don't ask me questions that Google can answer. Please go and ask Google. Joseph Oyechi. You should definitely, I think, in the process of doing, is it profile summary or in the headline you're talking about? But summary of, in the process of doing headline, we clearly saw what the deadline was. Sorry, what the maximum number of values were, or maximum. God, I'm talking programming now. The maximum number of characters was, you saw that there. Please, can we remove the ones I've answered? I have just one more question. May I please ask what constitutes experience? May we use experience after completing a certificate in? If you use the tool in your learning, your experience in using that tool, that's what it is. Okay? Please, if you've used the tool in your learning and you finished it, like you finished that portion of the training with us, you can put the word experienced. You can definitely say experienced. Okay, so I think I've answered all the questions. Now, can we get Rafat back online? If Rafat is not ready because the time is fast spent, we've already kept people here for close to 2 hours. We need to move on, and I have another commitment. So please, can we get someone else possibly if Rafat is not ready? Yes, okay. So Nelly, can I call you Nelly?
Good morning, ma'am, and yes, you can call me Nelly.
Fantastic. Okay, so let me go to your profile really quickly, or you can also show it on the screen so that I can see it. I don't think it was sent to me. Please, can we get the team to send it to me on Slack? To send Nelly's profile to me, because I can't open on my desktop. Please, can we get it to me on Slack? And for all of you, if you've not yet customized your LinkedIn profile link to be your name, it's important that you go into the settings and actually get to do that for yourself. So it's not just a bunch of random numbers, it's actually your name. Yeah, I like Gamu's voice as well. And I like Nelly's voice. Someone's asking a question. I am from Tanzania. My question is, you said we can include the tools that we use on our bio too. But what if the bio keeps on getting longer? Is that okay? Don't, like we've seen Elena, you've seen us do. I removed some things from her bio that were just too much text and they were not necessarily presenting her strong enough. If you notice the key things I did about her bio, I did two key things. All right, four key things. One, I spoke about her soft skills. Two, I zoomed in on and centered her technical skills. Three, she did not draw from space, she came from somewhere. So I said something about her, where she's coming from, okay, what she's done before this point, which is again past experience, and when you can tie in past experience, a one paragraph can do that, one line or one paragraph can do that for you. The last key thing I also said was what she wants going forward. What is she looking for? Those four key elements must be in yours, and you can definitely put all of them in 2,000 characters you're given in your bio. 2,000 characters can definitely cover all of it. So just don't write verbosely and don't give too much emphasis to what is not necessary to be given too much emphasis to. You should have your soft skills written in your bio, yes, but then make sure that you're centering your technical skills. Because unfortunately, and I want to tell you why I'm saying this, because I want you guys to understand my why. Unfortunately, women are not automatically seen as technical. And what you want, all the roles you want. Oh, thank you so much, Precious. I've seen Nelly's link. Nelly, please put up your LinkedIn profile. Show your LinkedIn profile, or rather, share your screen and let's see your LinkedIn profile. Now, a key thing is, because what you want, all roles in cybersecurity are technical, even the GRC roles. You want people to see you in that light, but especially other roles apart from GRC, right? You want them to see your technical know-how. Even when you're in GRC, you want them to see that you are GRC, but you have technical know-how. You understand how networks work. Understand how to secure networks. So you want to put that in your bio, and it's very important because you're not automatically seen as technical. So you want to make sure that you're forming the perception early enough, and that's why it's very important to put your technical skills. What is Chukudi saying? Chukudi is a clown.
I don't even know if I'm.
You've just shared your screen, and I saw your screen just now. So share it, and think by the time you see what is shared, you just change the web address to LinkedIn so we can see what you're doing.
Sure. I think this should be able to.
Chiamaka, yes, add firewall configuration to your technical skills. Very good.
Okay.
Now
Nelly.
Yeah, I can see Nelly. Nelly, I just want to start off really quickly because we're going to run. I'm not going to touch on a lot of the things that we've already touched on.
Yes, I've been listening and I've been taking a few tips on things that I need to change on my profile.
Okay, definitely your headline needs work, but I love your profile picture. It's very nice. You're smiling, you're welcoming, it's very nice. You look pretty, very nice, and you're well dressed. I don't want to see any one of you having profile picture on LinkedIn with a monostrap dress. No, please don't do that. Okay, be cooperative and formally dressed, and then you take a nice picture, you centered, and you take the picture. Now, I will also highly advise you, Nelly, your banner, please change it.
Okay.
Work on your headline like we've all described it needs to be done.
Yes.
Scroll, let's see. You're about definitely need some work, but I like that you've started off very nice. You're working with us. Please really enhance it. All of us should have tools and standards everywhere in our work. Tools and standards everywhere in our work. I'm going to try and do maybe a bit of a summary in my next Ginger note to CS. I'll make a note to do that. Okay. Fits and spaghetti straps, please. No spaghetti straps, please. before you turn to spaghetti, please, those spaghetti straps have nice picture like we've seen all the ladies do right now. So we're going to move on to the featured section. Now, the featured section is a section that allows you. Do you know where to get to featured section?
I don't.
Add profiles. Okay, add profile section. Go to add profile section. I think that is it.
Okay.
Let's scroll up. Additional. Let's see recommended first. Let's see recommended. That is it there. Add featured. Good. So what are you proud of? Now, this is where you add. Your projects can come here because once you come, I don't know if anybody has seen, once you come on a person's profile, give me a second, please. Once you come on the person's profile, immediately after the banner, you see the person's picture, you see the person's a name, you see the person's headline, you see the person's about section, you see the person's top skills. The next part you should see is featured. So it's where you can center your project for your hands-on experience to be shown. Okay? So for that portion, your project can be posts that you've already made. It can be posts you've already made about your project when you are allowed to do that. Okay? When you're allowed, because again, you need to be marked right before you put it out, and it needs to be assessed. If you post your project right now, Cybersecurity will not accept it because you've shown other people what you're working on. Maybe I think that's the whole thinking around it. So put your project when it's been allowed or you've been permitted to put it out to the public. This is where to put it. So you can upload it as a PDF and add it here. So click on the plus sign here. Good. So you can add a post, you can add an article, you can add a link, or you can add media. So like a presentation, you can always add it. If your PowerPoint, if your what's it called again? If your project is a PDF, you can upload it here. If your project is a bunch of files that are executables or that sit on GitHub, you can put your GitHub repository here. You understand? And label it. So a key thing for your featured is you want to post, maybe if that post is a major certification that you've gotten and you want to highlight on your profile, this is the place to also put it. So there are posts you've already made before, you want to put it here. Yes. If it's an outstanding article you've written, you want to put it here. Yes. I will, however, advise that the max you should have should be between 6 to 8. Between 6 to 8 what's called again 6 to 8 featured elements. Okay, so from articles to whatever you want to do, but there should be things that show you as competent for the role. Don't lose sight. Please keep your eyes on the ball. What is the ball? The ball is the bag. The bag is the job. Okay, to get started in cybersecurity. Do you understand? It's to get started. So begin to think about it like that. What would somebody see and say, my God, I must hire Nelly because she's actually best fit for this sort of job, okay, that she's looking out for. So that's what you put in your feature. I'm not going to stay here long because we've already passed that time. Let's go back into your profile. But now everyone has seen what you should do. Let's go to your experience section because that's what I want to touch on really quickly before I go. What did I say about GitHub there? Hold on. What did I say around GitHub? Did I see something GitHub there?
GitHub. Is it one of my posts or is it on my where you talking about my profile?
GitHub projects. Okay, great. They're just reading our minds. Sorry, it was okay. So stop right there. Good. So I love that you're going to attaching skills to your what's called again? Your certificates and your experiences. Fantastic. So this is what I was trying to talk about, and I didn't know she'd already done it. For all your experiences, especially your technical experiences, please make sure that you have skills attached to them. Get as many applicable skills as possible attached to them. Very, very, very important. Both the job experience and the licenses and certificates, which again, I'm very happy that Nelly, you've done a great job keeping that section very up to date. Can we go to your project so that we can see?
Our projects that we're currently working on, or the
No. I
individual
want the
ones.
project section. I want to show them that you have to.
Oh, the
That
projects.
section
I
exists.
haven't
Yeah.
added any
No.
projects on my
It's fine.
profile.
It's fine. It's fine. I just want to show them that it exists. So scroll right
Okay.
up. Scroll right up. No. You're going the right direction. Now you now. No, not anymore. Yeah. Now you're going the right direction. Now you're going. Keep going. Keep going right down.
I'm right at
Okay.
the end.
Okay. So I don't think you're anyway, but it's a project section you can actually add. If you see the portion where they said add additional sections, you can actually do that
I think
addition.
it's under additional over here.
Yeah, so there's a project section, there's a publication section. So those are all things. And then when you lead a Cyber Friday, please come and add it in your honors and awards. When you lead Cyber Friday, anybody that has led Cyber Friday, come and add it to your awards and honors. If you become top 3, because we're going to basically recognize top 3 people, or is it top 3 or top 5 in terms of performance for preliminary track. If you're recognized as top 5, put it there. Those recognitions all add up. Like those things add up. So any form of recognition that you have, please add it there. I think I saw somewhere where you said you were a tutor, right? A forensics tutor.
Yes,
Sorry,
I
a
was a
criminology
criminology
tutor.
teacher. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I covered it in my experience over
Okay.
there.
Are there more things you can add to this? Because I think it should be richer than what I'm seeing here in terms of your tutor experience.
For the past 4 weeks, I just need to update the things that we've done. I haven't been on LinkedIn in a few weeks, but
Okay.
yes, there are a few things that I can update.
Okay, so I think that's about it. Is Nelly? Thank you so much for coming on because we need to close up now. Is Rafat around? Let's just give her an opportunity to show up. Rafat, is your tech back up now? Rafat, is your tech back up so that we can close this out? Are there any more questions? Please have your questions. Have your questions here. Have your questions. Any questions? Rafat, what's going on? Any more questions? Anybody has questions? Rafat, say hello so we can know if you can hear you or not. I think her network signal is really, really poor. Rafat, let's try again. Say hello so we can see if we can hear you.
Hello, Ma. Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you. Fantastic. Now we can hear you. So, are you joining on your phone?
Ma?
Are you joining on your phone?
Yes, Ma. I'm joining with 2 devices. So I'll share my screen with my PC.
Okay, that's fine. Please share your screen really quickly.
Okay, Ma.
Okay. So, the tech team is going to bring it up because I can't see it yet.
Sorry, Ma.
That's okay. Aina is asking, is a project different from features? So projects are a section in your LinkedIn profile, while features also an area. So they're different. Now, projects are specifically for you to put projects that you've worked on. So it's a dedicated section for just projects. But features, you can have many other things apart from projects. Projects is just one of the kind of things, one of the kind of contents that I suggest you put up there, right? That also said, that's also saying that you can actually have your project in 2 places on your LinkedIn. One on your projects, because your project section is right down, and then At the top is your featured section. So your featured section will carry your project, and your project section will also carry your project. Now, why that's important is because someone will need to scroll right down to see your project section, but they'll see your featured section earlier. So although they may not get to your projects section on your profile, they increase the chances of them seeing that hands-on experience you gain with your project by putting it in your featured. So that's why I'm emphasizing on you putting it in both places. Thank you, Rafat. So Rafat, I can see your screen. Please, can you go to your profile and not your feed? I want your profile. Good. So I'll really run through it really quickly since we don't have time. We've already overshot our boundaries in terms of time. This was supposed to be 2 hours and we've overshot. So Rafat, I like your profile picture. Very, very good. You've already indicated that you're open to work, but there's nothing on your banner. So please go to Canva. It's a free tool. Okay. Go to Canva and maybe look at your other sisters and see what they've done instead of putting together your headline. Sorry, your banner. It already gives you, you don't have to do too much. You're already templates. If you go there and search for LinkedIn banner, you would find a template on Canva that helps you with that, right? So you can also put one key term or something that, or 2 key terms that describe you, and then you have it there. Good. So the next key thing to talk about as well is your headline. Your headline is in a couple of places. It has a lot of buckets. So again, I'm saying that to say you don't want to feed into certain things that are biases, unconscious and conscious for people, right? You can say that you're an SG advocate, for example, in your what's it called again, in your about section. But because your headline is prime real estate, remember it needs to feed into the key thing that you're looking for. You can talk about your driving sustainability, development, and social change. Yes, that can be something that you put in your about, except you're directly tying it to cybersecurity. Do you understand? But because of what the goal of your LinkedIn is going to be doing, you want to backpedal on the soft sides of your profile and have them, together, like you saw I did for Gamu. Okay, for focus, use this real estate of 200 characters to write something that positions you more for the opportunities. Because when they start reading all these other things around rural sociology and all of that, it doesn't really lend you credibility into the kind of cyber opportunities that you want. I don't know if you really get what I mean with that, right? So you want to keep them focused on certain things, right? You can talk about your advocacy, but very likely look for something else that sort of like a short and I can connect to cybersecurity. But I would say, please, like this whole, if you notice your whole headline, more than half of it is not around cyber. So what you're optimizing your profile for are development projects, development of opportunities, and not cyber opportunities, unfortunately. So what we did for Gamu, which is that you talk about a role that I like your GRC analyst. Your GRC analyst should be in front and not cyber girl 4.0. Cyber girl 4.0 can be at the back. Okay, your GRC analyst should be in front. And then you talk about your why, which we gave examples of, and I'm going to share my slides. You talk about your why, and then you talk about, you can talk about your why or where you want to, or who you want to serve with your GRC analyst skills. Blessed, I think I already spoken about open to work banner on LinkedIn. I've already spoken about saying open to opportunities. It was in my presentation today. So please, if you're just coming in, maybe you can come back and watch it later. So basically fix that portion. I really like the Meet Me Beyond LinkedIn. That can also be a place where you showcase the other sides of you. Okay. I like that you have your medium there. Fantastic. Okay. I really like that bit. So you're using Linktree. That's something we can also learn from her. We can also learn from Rafat. And I think Rafat, I'm going to do that myself because I don't have that. I don't have a LinkedIn link tree that actually pulls these things together for me. So you've taught me something. I'm going to learn something. I'm going to pick up something from you, which is to use Linktree for that link. Okay. And then another key thing you really need to work on is your about section. There's nothing there. So following what we worked on with Gamu around your starting off with, introducing yourself. Okay. You talk about also your past experiences. Again, very short, in one paragraph, not more, few sentences, 2 to 3 sentences that encapsulates that. And if, for example, talking about yourself and where you're coming from has a more technical background, please put it there. So, or more related to cybersecurity background, please put it there. For example, I came from a software engineering background, so that gets to feature. If I didn't have, that would have gotten to feature if I was writing my profile 5 or 10 years ago, right? But now I have a lot more to talk about that. That won't be necessary. So if you're at that, so talk about where you're coming from, and that would basically help you. Okay. So 4 key things that we talk about for the about is introduce yourself as a cybersecurity professional, right? Talk about where you're coming from. Talk about the tools and the technologies you know how to use, and the frameworks and standards that you know how to use and you understand. Talk about who or what kind of opportunities you are looking to have. So what do you want out of whoever is coming here to take action? Tell them what action to take. So, for example, for me, I'm open to paid speaking opportunities. I charge a premium to speak. So I basically direct them to my speaking agency. So my speaking agent's email address is the last line of my about section. So you can do that as well by telling them what action I'm open to. Okay, send me a DM to hire me, or send me opportunities, whatever. Just have them have a call to action there. And then on your posts, okay, now I think we should do some edit or some audit on posts. Fantastic. Please open your post sections. I want to see the show all posts, because I've spoken about many other areas. I want to then touch on an area that I've not touched on, so that we can tell people to go. Everybody go home and go and practice. So go on your post so that we can call it a day. Show all posts. I'm also doing on this end. So you made a post few hours ago. I hope I've commented on that post. Oh, great, I have actually. Okay, great. So that post is great, but again, hashtags. I gave us a hint last time, but I don't think a lot of you got the hint. Now I want to show you something. Click on see more. Click on see more under your IIT2 post. Scroll down to your hashtags quickly. Now click on cybersecurity. You'll see that a lot of people follow it. Click on cybersecurity. You'll see hundreds of thousands of people most likely follow it. Good. So 591,000 people follow it. Now, this is I want to show you the value of hashtags. Now, that means that if people come to cybersecurity hashtag, these people that follow cybersecurity hashtag, whether or not they follow Rafat, they may see Rafat's post. But you now go to learning. Let's go to learning. Go back, just look back, and then go and click learning. Or even here, or even do see more here. Do see more. No, on your post, click see more. Scroll right down quickly. Click on learning. Osakura, I don't understand what you mean by is it okay to have a different name via your email address? I don't understand what that means. Please, can you maybe phrase it? Maybe there's a mistake there. Kate, it's not compulsory to do that. What it only helps with is that I'll get to engage with your post, which may help in terms of how many people get to see it. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to always tag me. Honestly, it's not. But I mean, I like to see your post, so it's not too much of it. Please can you see learning 210,000 people? But again, when you say learning, yes, a nice hashtag to have, but again, not putting you in front of the kind of people you want. Cybersecurity as a hashtag is putting you in front of the kind of people you want. So yes, it's nice to put learning, but don't miss out on hashtags like information security. So if you check information security and you see how many people are following the hashtag, and I had mentioned last time, I said, go and steal my hashtags. Again, the hashtags are going to use per post to be different. For example, when I'm putting any post around API security, I always something around software development or software engineering, right? Because I know the kind of people who value that post as software engineers, right? Or people that also understand API security, and I'll always use an API security hashtag, whether or not it has a high following. But I'm saying that to say the hashtags you're going to use per time will change depending on the post. But make sure that you have 2 to 3 hashtags that have high following that relate to what you are posting about. So, for example, I'm saying that to say there should be no post you should make that will not have the cybersecurity hashtag, which Rafat has added here. There should also be no post to make that maybe you will not add information security as a hashtag or infosec. Where information security has more following than infosec. So these are the small things that can help you get more people to see your post. Okay. Now let's go on to other posts. Because I really want to run now. Ladies, I hope you're not tired of me yet. Oh, Umfon Lasisi. Yes, I did the same thing. I had an email address that had my maiden name. When I got married, I had a new email address that had my last name. So my last name was different. So again, it's something that you can do. It's a personal preference for me, generally speaking. So my personal email address now is definitely one that ties to my new name more than my maiden name. So I say it helps. It just helps, right? It depends on you, but it helps for me. It helped me. Okay, so now let's move on to another post, which is your post around going to this conference. And I really want to dig in. Please, everybody's ears, let me have your ears at this point. When you attend events, if possible, have a section where you talk about learnings from that event, not just the people you met or how amazing the event was. If you can condense your learnings to a post, or you can make 2 posts, one for the networking of it, the pictures you had, nice to do, okay? But you should also have a post that talks about your learnings succinctly and possibly how you are going to implement it or how you're going to take action with them. So please make sure that your post around attending events shouldn't just be around the fanfare, I met this person or I met that person. Please make sure that it's also around things you learned. They should be succinctly written in a way that succinctly written from the view of the person who shared the thoughts, and maybe any additions you have and how you're going to apply it. Okay, I need to finish off now. So we're moving on. I'm still scrolling down your posts. All right, I'm scrolling down. I'm seeing more reposted stuff. So I'm going to close now by saying, Arafat, this is what we're going to do because I don't want to spend more than we've already spent terms of time. I need to run off to other things. But the key thing I want to say is, please repost, but repost with thoughts. Okay, because I see a lot of reposts on your page. Repost with thoughts. Also, try to create original content for yourself at least 2 times a week. Okay, it can be set for one, but the other one should be knowledge that you have gained, that you apply somewhere. It helps a whole lot. I can't even tell you how much. Let me give you people a story that happened in our first cohort of Cyber Girls. There was this girl who attended an interview, and she was asked a question. I don't think she didn't do so well in answering that question, but she went to sleep and woke up and realized, oh my God, I could have done better in answering that question, or a couple of questions I was asked. I didn't do so well. And so what she did was she sent an email, a very strong, passionate email to the interviewer. This role was for a role in Singapore. She wrote a very strong email. And at the back of that email, she mentioned that although I didn't answer this question correctly, This is a post I made on LinkedIn that discusses this thing in great detail because I understand it. This is a link to my Medium that also I shared this Medium link. I shared this Medium article months ago, and it discusses this area. I think I was under pressure and I didn't quite understand your questions, so that's why I didn't respond well enough. But I hope these articles and these things prove that I know more than I was able to tell you during the interview. She got that role after she was rejected before. She got that role. So I'm saying that to say, make hay while the sun shines. Put stuff in your storage that shows your credibility and your knowledge before you need it, because you do not know when you need it or if you need it. Now, assuming she did not have that collection of knowledge that showcases that she knows this stuff, how could she have, been able to convince that interviewer that I know this thing, but I just did not express myself well enough? There would have been no way. When she even posted it last week, it would have been something, but she posted it months ago. So please pile up your knowledge. You may need evidence of these things, and you don't know. And when you need the evidence of these things, it's not when you create them, because at that point, it's no longer evidence. It's action after the fact. Prepare before you need those things. And that's why I keep talking about this thing. It's not that you will turn to a content creator. Nobody's telling you to do that. But by the time you're depositing and showing yourself as knowledgeable, by the time you're even answering questions in interviews, you can say something like, oh, I have written an article around that. I thoroughly understand this a lot enough, and I've been able to apply it here. It's different, I'm telling you. So if I'm talking about content creation, you're thinking about like, what does it matter? Remember that whatever you write or create, you have a deeper understanding of. Whatever you write, create, or teach someone else, you have a deeper understanding of. Two, it is a public stash of a showcase of your competence and your knowledge. Rafa, thank you so much. I think you can leave the live stream now. It can be a showcase of the fact that you know what you're doing. Okay, so please remember these very, very, very well. Make sure that you're creating enough evidence for your competency not to be questioned, because you have these skills and this knowledge, especially on a bad day. And even if it's not on a bad day, there may be a decision that needs to be taken, and you're not in that room to defend yourself. You're not in that room to say, I know this. But by the time they come and look at your LinkedIn, they see that you don't, it forms an impression. It cements whatever impression sometimes. It can be the reason why you're picked over somebody else that you perform at the same level with. So please, I highly recommend. It's nice to repost people's stuff. It's nice to just talk about certifications, but that your life does not end there. There's a whole lot more you can showcase, even at this stage of your career, that you know what you're doing. You can do demos. Begin to think about demos. Record your screen when you're configuring something. They're all, and you can be doing that while you're learning. Record your screen while you're doing something. Record your behind the scenes of something. Write down notes while you're trying to understand a particular thing. You can create content while you're learning, please. That's what I want to basically say. I want to let you off now. I don't think there are any more questions. Team, are there any more questions before we basically call it today? Because I think that we have exhausted our time by far. We've spilled over about 25 minutes. Any more questions? Anyone want to ask any question that I missed? Okay, thank you so much. Precious has said no questions. So I want you to come on Slack and share about this particular session. I want you to go home. I want you to, thank you so much, Anna. I want you to basically practice these things. If you're home, sorry, I say go home, you may already be at home. Go and practice, go and change, make a lot of changes to your LinkedIn. And it's not a one-time thing, please. This is a work in progress. Your LinkedIn is a living and breathing profile, which means you, thank you so much, Omobolale, for your kind words. So it's a living and breathing thing, which again needs to grow with you as you grow. So it's not a one-off thing. When you get a new set, come and add it. It's different from when you're saying, oh, I'm waiting till you have all your eggs in a row, or your ducks in a row. No, do it as you're growing, be updating. If I put something on your calendar, reminder to update LinkedIn profile. So you're updating two parts, the skeleton of your profile, which is the body, and then you're also posting as well. So thank you so much, ladies, for your kind words and your appreciation. I absolutely enjoyed doing this session with you, and I really hope it will count for something in the future for you. It won't be me spending 5 hours of my time, because two of the session is 5 hours. It won't be me spending 5 hours of my time that doesn't convert to something good for you. I really desperately want you to succeed. I'm very committed to your success, and I hope that you're as committed to your success and more than I am, and not less than I am, by taking these actions and making your LinkedIn better. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.